Hello, everybody. Catherine Perry here from Creating Transformations Beyond Belief. And this is part two of a talk that I've already started on talking about the three parts of the brain. Now, yesterday we talked a little bit about that reptilian brain, which is more of our survival brain. It's the oldest part of the brain. And it's really dealing with our basic instincts, survival, food, shelter, clothing. Is there a threat? What do I have to do? And then that urge to merge, reproduction. And so that is our, and then taking over territory. Okay, that's the oldest part of the brain. The second part of the brain we is actually more tied into the limbic system, which is more the emotional part of our nature. And it's the part that actually fires, the warm fuzzies and our sense of connection. And that starts to get created from our mother, all of the nurturing that we get when we're small. And so when we're little babies in a perfect world, when the mother is hugging and kissing the child and keeping her close, there's pheromones that are flowing, and we get the bonding chemicals, and we get this sense of connection, and there's something called mirror neurons that get formed. So as the mother starts sharing her emotions and she's connecting to us, we're starting to bond to her and we're mirroring the mother's emotions. So that's why a lot of people in energy psychology will say that the way that we do business out in the world is our father energy, which would actually be more of that reptilian brain. We're going to take over and dominate and how we take action. But then how we're emotionally set up is more from our mother. Now, when we're little babies, when the mother is hugging and kissing and connecting skin to skin, then the mother, speaking more in animal terms, the mother's milk would actually produce the nutrients that are needed for that child. Now, in our age, in the industrial time, we're coming out of a period where mothers were taught, don't hug and cuddle your children, give them formula, breast milk is bad, all of that stuff. And so there's this little disconnect that happens. And so what this creates is a lot of a sense of kind of insecurity in people, a sense of not being bonded. Now, here is the good news with this piece. Now, I didn't realize I was going to talk about this right this minute, but this is how it's coming out. So that's the beauty of these little recordings, right? We just go with what information's needed. At any time that we need to create that sense of deep connection within ourselves, we have the power to do that. We have the power to recreate the experience of being bonded and literally refiring the oxytocin in our body. Now, as we grow up and we have these emotions, the first emotions that we're tracking are our mother's emotions. Okay? So if our mother is nervous, depressed, anxious, then that becomes our neurological base. If mom is relaxed, comforted, secure in herself, then that gets transferred to the children. Now here's the thing. Here's what happens. We get caught up in the story of what our mother's story was, of what our story was, and that could actually take a long time to unwind and rewind and investigate, and I think it's an important investigation. But you actually have the way to create that very quickly. Now, the way that I personally discovered this, even though I knew this for a long time, was I did not realize what level of tension and insecurity I had within myself that actually was not my own tension and insecurity. It was my mom's tension and insecurity. And when she passed, what started happening was those emotions started unwinding and unraveling inside of me. And I had to learn how to meet my own emotions. Well, when you are confronted with a new level of knowledge, you go through the same thing. It's almost like a little death, of an idea of yourself. And for a while, you may actually feel a little down or depressed when you're going through process or when you're learning something new. And you need to know that there's nothing wrong with you. That what is happening exactly as it should, because you're going through a deep reorganizational time. And what we want to do right now is bring in the feelings of connection, of closeness, of acceptance. And I'm just going to take you through a very quick little process, but it is very profound. And I've done this with my clients for years, and they have always reported. I've never had a single client that said it didn't make a difference. But what they wind up reporting is that they have a sense of connection, there's a sense of confidence, and this level of support inside of them and security that they didn't know that they didn't have until I have it. Now, what we will try to do when we don't have those things is we try to push our ego out. We try to push our agenda. We try to manipulate and control more because of that underlying energy. And this is how a lot of people are set up. And when you think, well, Catherine, this is supposed to be about business, why are you talking about mother and nurturing and support? Well, what I'm talking about is when you're going out into the world and you're meeting new people and you're putting yourself out there for the first time and you're saying, hello, my name is, and here's what I do, and here's the value that I bring. What you need to have on that inside of you, that inside feeling, is that you are welcomed and supported in wherever you go. You want to send that feeling out in front of you, that as you meet your clients, what they get unconsciously back from you is, you know what? This person is welcoming and supportive. If I have questions of them, I can ask them. I won't be criticized or pushed away. I can be included in discussions. Do you want your clients to feel that? Absolutely. But you must first create it deep within yourself. Then, if you want to be able to get support from peers, but also more importantly, people who are maybe in the hierarchy of corporations, we say who our superiors are, who our bosses are, but also any people in authority. We want to be able to address authority with security in ourselves. Okay? So this is why this is so important. So let's go ahead and create this for you. Would you like to have unstoppable confidence? Would you like to have, the deepest level of security in yourself, so that, no matter what you try, you just know that you're experimenting and that you can keep trying? And wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to have clear thoughts without having that inner critic saying, you're not good enough, you should have done this, why are you always failing? Without having to deal with those voices. But instead, what you were hearing internally is, you can do this, I'm glad you're here, that's right. Very good. Keep trying. You've almost got it. That's what I'm talking about, shifting that inner conversation. So are you ready? So here's how this goes. All right, so here's what I want you to do. I just want you to close your eyes. First, connect into your heart. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Just relax. Now, we all have our story about our origin. Were we welcomed? Were we surprised? What circumstances brought us here today? And we want to change your origin story into that of being a delight and someone who's welcomed here. So right now, with your eyes closed, I just want to say to you that I see you, and I am so happy you're here. And right now, between you and I, let there just be a connection. Let there be light and love between us now. Let there only be peace. Breathe into that light. Now we're going to take a moment and just ground into the earth and feel the earth's connection and support. Bring up that beautiful earth energy, completely supporting your body. Now just right here, still focusing on your heart. Just imagine that you're holding a little baby in your arms. And that little baby looks so familiar. And just look right at that baby. And if you're able to say out loud, just repeat after me. Otherwise, speak it internally. Welcome to the world. I'm so glad you're here. I want to love you and give you everything you need. I promise I'm going to take care of you. You are mine and I am yours. We are bonded in love now. And I bless you. And right now, just let this light of love surround you and this little baby. And right now, you may actually start becoming aware of kind of like this feeling of this energy kind of coming onto your skin. And what that is literally you're learning right now we are activating oxytocin, the bonding chemical of love. And I am witnessing and internally creating that for you right now. So right now, just say, I don't know, I'm simply allowing this bonding to occur. Even if I'm not sure how to do it, I bless it and I allow it now. And I'm allowing myself to feel love, to taste love, to hear the sounds of love. I see love. I'm growing in love every day. I am nurtured, safe, and protected. I am welcomed here. Now, right now, let that heart energy expand as you just see yourself growing in love, encouragement, trying new things, learning to walk, learning to run, experimenting, touching things maybe you're not supposed to, and not getting yelled at, but getting redirected and gentle correction. And that no matter what, nothing, no thought, image, or idea from the past, the present, or could ever arrive in your future. Growing in this knowledge, remembering, and projecting into the future that you are loved, you are safe, and you are welcomed. Now, right now, I want to invite you to just very lightly massage the base of your throat in a circular way. And this is your throat chakra. And this is the statement: I am now communicating from every level of my being to myself and to the world. I am safe and loved here. I am welcomed here. And I am blessed. Breathe into that. And right now, I'm just going to energetically hold and support for you the second chakra, which is our tribe, being nurtured and protected. And the throat chakra, we're going to balance these two with the heart. There it is. That's what I've been looking for, is that deep breath. Even deeper. Bring your attention back to your heart. When you're ready, open your eyes. And so now, here's the next piece. When you think about stepping forward, when you're going into a new group, meeting with a new client, and you walked in with a feeling of absolute security, knowing that there's nothing anyone could say or do that could ever shake that sense of being secure and confident in yourself, what would that look like? Create that scene right now, because you go, wow, that would be great, right? But then, what would it look like if you had people's attention and they were naturally attracted to you in a positive way? And then they made a connection with you with the right person. Notice how your body, you feel kind of a little taller. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I trust that this has been beneficial. And today, I just want to invite you to muse on the idea of, if you were secure in yourself, if there was nothing that could shake your sense of security, then what would you do? Because we talk about security, that actually I'm talking about confidence too, but for some reason only that word is coming up. So I'm just going to roll with it, okay? Because we're in this for the long haul. You and I are going to be talking every day. But if you were walking around with a sense of security, what would that be like? What kind of thoughts would you think? How would that feel in your body? And just notice. So if you want to know more about, what these talks are about and how you can go deeper into the work that we're doing with Big Vision Mastermind, and how to create unshakable confidence, and how to project your good in front of you, and how to get unlimited support and encouragement in the world, how to get those yeses in advance before you ever even ask, check out the link below and we'll get you some more information. So until next time, I see your greatness. Bye-bye.